Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Earlville Opera House. Thanks so much for coming tonight. So I'm not going to do my regular announcements right this minute because I'm going to introduce Andy, and he's going to tell you about what these kids have been working on this week. And then, when they're changing their clothes, I'm going to do my regular announcements. So. This is Andy Horowitz. Please give him a warm welcome.
I don't think I need a mic, do I?
No.
Okay. For 5 days, since Monday of this week through today, we've been working with 7 kids. And when the professional Galumpha dancers entered this situation, we didn't have any choreography in mind. We didn't have these wonderful t-shirts that we tie-dyed. We didn't have any of the poetry and the stories that you will read in your programs written by the kids. All of this happened over the course of the past 5 days. So what you're seeing is not just a performance that the kids have mastered and memorized, but in fact one that they have created. Sometimes you'll see synchronized choreography. When you do, you see choreography that was created through a game called add-on, where one person creates a move, and then the next person adds the next move on, and so on and so forth. So even when everybody's doing the same thing at the same time, it was not taught to them by the adults. Rather, it was a collaborative effort, as indeed is the entire camp presentation which you are about to see. Thank you.
Once upon a time, a long time ago, sunny, but one day it was cloudy and rainy. And all the people looked outside, and one person said, "I'll go see where the sun is." So he took off in his rocket ship and blasted off into space. And then he saw a tube, and inside the tube was a rubber ducky and a vacuum. And then he got a vacuum and sucked up all the stuff. And it was always sunny in Paris. The end.
Once upon a time there lived a cowboy named Jim. Jim lived in Texas. His dream was to go to the Olympics. He practiced and practiced. One day the telephone rang. It was the Olympics manager and he said, "Would you like to join the Olympic horseback riding team?" Jim said yes, so he got on his horse and rode to the race. When he got to the race he realized he was nervous and scared. And then Jim heard, "Jim Nelson!" and he rode out to the race. Then the bell rang. All the racers took off. Jim said, "Giddy up, horsey, giddy up." And the horse tripped over a rock and broke his foot, and Jim broke his thigh, and he never rode a horse again. Now it's Jim's biggest fear.